Welcome to Tea and Talk. I'm your host, Olivia Boughton. Today I am joined by Tom Chamberlain. Tom, thank you so much for joining me today.
Well, it's fun being here.
Yeah, this is a little bit different for you because you are co-host of the Relationship Toolbox on PEGTV, and your co-host, Marcia, was on one of my earlier shows. So thank you for being open to coming on yourself.
Sure.
But it's a little role reversal here for you. You get to be the interviewee today instead of the interviewer.
It's nice and relaxing.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. No hardball questions for you. No, we'll keep it nice and easy. So you told me that you like orange flavored teas.
Yes.
So I clearly went with the theme today. I have had this orange teapot for a while. I thought it was so cute and I picked it up, and I haven't used it yet on the show because I'm like, I don't know, I didn't have the right cups and I just didn't know what to do. So when you told me that, I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm going to use this cute little teapot, and I found these lovely kind of bright orange cups to go with. And the tea that I brewed for us is a black tea, and it is a chocolate orange flavored tea. Yes. So I'm hoping that it will meet your expectations.
Okay.
But I mean, just actually taking the tea out of the container, it's so beautiful. It has these dried orange pieces in it. It's very fragrant, so hopefully it will taste as good as it smelled.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll find out. So let me pour you a little bit of tea.
Okay.
You can be the judge. So I have a little oat milk here and some sugar. Would you like either of those?
I think I'll take it straight. It sounds with those flavors. I really want to taste them.
All right. Well, there you go.
Okay. Thank you.
I will take a little bit of both because I like to put a little something in my tea usually. What do you think?
Yes.
I can smell it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can smell it.
And the taste lingers.
In a good way?
Nice. Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Like, the taste lingers, and it just won't go away.
No,
Good.
I've never tasted anything like that. That is.
All right.
I'm glad you told me what's in it because now I'm tasting it.
Right. You can. Yeah, it's funny because sometimes if you don't know what's in it, your palate isn't necessarily paying attention, right?
It's just
it's tea, right? Yeah. It's tea, so it's tea.
Well, this is fascinating. Yeah, I like it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I like it when I brew something for my guest that they're like, oh, this is interesting and unexpected. Yeah. Especially when I go along the lines of a flavor profile that you've.
Well, I like the way you asked me what flavor I might like, and then you've elaborated on that. So
yeah,
very nice.
Thank you. Well, I mean, tea is not everyone's thing, so I don't want to assume that people will necessarily like whatever I make for them. So I really like to be sure I'm not going to serve anything someone will hate. That's the biggest thing, or that they're, really averse to for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So now that we have our tea, we can talk.
Sure.
So tell me, where did you grow up? What was your childhood like? Let's hear about you.
I grew up in Westlake, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cleveland.
Okay.
And I'm going to put this down because I can't talk and hold it for a second.
Go for it.
And I grew up with a very loving family with 5. I have 2 older sisters.
Okay.
And I also had the advantage of having both grandparents alive during the time I was growing up.
That's so special.
So, yes.
Not everybody has that experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And everyone in our family is musical.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Okay, well, that's right up my alley.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Did you have a band?
No, we didn't have a band. But each person had an instrument.
Okay.
My mother was a professional. She was an organist and choir director.
Oh, okay. Wow.
In Cleveland.
Yeah.
And my father played cello. My oldest sister played trumpet.
Okay.
And my other sister played clarinet and organ and piano.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So it was just...
And you played?
I played the baritone at that point.
So why did you choose that?
It was chosen for me.
Okay. All right. That's often the case, I think, with younger kids sometimes, right?
Yes, they have that, it's not an assembly, but they bring people who are interested, the kids who are interested in musical instruments.
Yep.
And I wanted to play the trumpet.
Oh.
And the music director looked at me, and I had terrible teeth, you know, that were crooked.
Okay.
And he says, "You're never going to be able to play trumpet with a mouth like that."
Right, with the embouchure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he said, "You need a larger instrument."
Okay.
So I said, "Okay." And he said, "We have a baritone here." So I said, "Okay, I'll go for it."
Well, it's nice because then it rounded things out, right? If
Yes.
you know, if you were playing trumpet along with your sister, right? Then
Be a little competition, yes.
yeah, exactly. So,
Uh-huh.
so that's great.
So
So,
music has been a theme all through my life, even now. So I guess growing up in a community that was very supportive, I knew my teachers well. In fact, one teacher was a family friend, and he asked if I'd like to refer to him when he was with the family as Uncle Bob.
oh,
So
that's
I
nice.
had to be careful when I had him in class not to say, "Hey, Uncle
Hey,
Bob."
Uncle Bob. Yeah.
So it was very supportive and very nice for that.
That's nice. That's nice. So, what brought you out of Ohio? School?
Well, actually, excuse me, the draft.
Oh, wow. Okay.
As I was going to school, I first went to Heidelberg College
Okay.
in Tiffin, Ohio. And then I went to the College of Worcester. I transferred to the College of Worcester and graduated from that college.
Okay.
And then I went on to Ohio State for graduate work,
Okay.
and I was drafted.
Wow.
And at that point, I didn't know what was going to happen to me.
Sure. Yeah.
So they, at this foundation in Greenfield, New Hampshire, called the Crotched Mountain Foundation,
Okay.
they needed male therapists. So I decided to appeal. And I did, and won the appeal. But
Wow.
it meant that I had what they called a 2A deferment.
Okay.
So I had to go to work immediately. I couldn't stay in graduate school.
I see.
So I then
see.
transferred to live with my wife in New Hampshire and worked there. And then from there, unfortunately, I went through a divorce. And that then led me to, I need to find another job to work, because my wife at the time was working at the same place.
Ah, okay.
And I
Yeah.
just didn't want to
Yeah.
keep working there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was just, my whole life, this thing just keeps evolving, different opportunities that come up.
Yeah.
So there happened to be a group from VAC here in Rutland coming to tour the Crotched Mountain Foundation.
Oh, wow.
And they mentioned that there was an opening here at VAC. And so I jumped at the opportunity, and I came for the interview, and they said, "Well, we're starting a new program, but here, and it's, you have to be a male to take this job." And I thought, that's kind of unusual to say
Yeah,
that
right. Yeah,
these days.
Yeah.
They said, "Because you have to be able to drive a truck." So
Wow. Okay.
I said, "I can drive a truck."
Yeah. 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 Okay.
So, and they meant it, you know.
Yeah.
This program was an outreach program.
Okay.
Before schools had speech pathologists on their staff. So my job was to drive this unit all over Vermont.
Oh, wow.
And there was an aide in every school that they had trained. And the aide would come out when I would pull in, and she would bring the children out, and I would work with the children in this unit.
Wow.
And then they would go back in, and I'd go on to the next school.
Wow. Wow. A mobile unit.
Yes.
Wow.
Exciting. I mean, it was the
That's-
first thing when I came here was, my first task was to help them design this unit,
Wow.
which was being built in Oneonta, New York.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
So you had a real hand in what it
yes,
what it was like.
yes.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny that the executive director of VEC at the time was a very prim and proper woman. And I was single at the time then, of course. And so we were designing this, and the question came up, should there be a bed in this unit too? Because I'd be all over Vermont,
Right.
might not be able to make it back.
Right. Right.
And she spoke up and said, I will not have a single man traveling around Vermont with a bed in his truck.
Okay. So you slept.
I never had to,
Yeah,
to stay
yeah.
out on the road.
I was gonna say you
I
slept
always made it home.
in the front of the truck if you had to. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Oh my goodness.
But it was quite an adventure.
Yeah, sounds like quite an adventure. How long did you do that?
For about 2.5 years. It was a program designed to work its way out.
Okay.
So schools paid a fee to VAC, which
Okay.
was far less than what they would pay to hire a speech pathologist.
Right.
And slowly that fee went up until the point where they might as well hire a speech pathologist.
Right. Right. Right.
So, yeah, it was a
Interesting.
wonderful adventure. I have a funny story with
Okay.
the unit. I was used to driving this thing. It was like a UPS truck.
Okay, I was going to ask you what kind of truck we're talking
Yeah.
about.
It's like the
okay.
UPS truck. The
Okay.
whole back of it was equipped with classroom things, desks, mirrors, everything that I needed.
Wow.
It was all self-sufficient. I had air conditioning. I had my own generator. I had LP gas to heat it. So it was just fit for everything. But the
amazing.
front of it looked just like a UPS truck,
Okay.
you know, with a seat, a pole, and
Yeah.
driving it. So one day, my boss came to me and said, there's a graduate student from UVM who needs to do some practicum. She needs to work with a therapist for a while. So I told her that she could come with you, and I said, fine, that would be okay. She said, there's only one catch. And I said, what's that? She says, she's pregnant.
Oh no.
I said,
Oh
well,
boy.
okay, if, you know, I can deal with that if she can.
Yeah, but in that truck, I'm sure
know.
that was not very pleasant for her.
One day she got into the truck and she
Yeah.
got her way up on that seat sitting
Yeah.
up there. And we were traveling along, and it was in the wintertime.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And all of a sudden I hit a frost heave.
Oh no.
And the front end of that truck, which was so light,
Yeah.
jumped right up in the air and then came down, kaboom.
Oh my gosh.
And all of a sudden there was this water under her seat. And we both looked at each other in utter shock. And I thought, I'm going to be delivering a baby.
Yeah.
That's not in my job description.
Not in my job description. Did you make it to the hospital?
No, I pulled the truck over and she
Oh my-
said, but I'm not wet. My clothing isn't wet, so it can't be,
Yeah.
I didn't lose my water. And I said, well, then where did it come from?
Oh.
then? We opened up the back of the truck and my boss had put in, to be nice, a great big jug of water, thinking that she was helping us out, not realizing that you put anything in a mobile unit, you have to tie it down.
Yeah, or it will go everywhere.
Yes. So it had crashed onto the floor. The carpeting was all brand new.
Oh no.
So the water beaded like roller bearings
Oh,
and came out under her chair.
Oh my God. That's funny. I'm sure that, you know, she probably still tells that story
Yes.
to
Well,
this day.
It sure shocked me.
And phew, you
Yes.
didn't have to deliver a baby. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Right? It's like, you never know. You never
Exactly.
know what might happen.
And that's
you
been
know?
my whole life.
Yeah,
The
you never know.
Experiences come.
You just got to roll with it.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So take me back to what made you decide to enter the field of psychology.
Well, actually, the divorce.
Oh, okay.
It was. I found that when my wife left suddenly, didn't see it coming or anything like that. And my friends came to my rescue, of course, and they said, do two things right away. Get yourself a good lawyer and go for therapy.
Yeah.
And I thought, what do I need therapy for? You know, I just want to save the marriage.
Yeah.
So I did get a lawyer, and the lawyer was teaching me a great deal about a relationship that I hadn't thought about it. I was very much into the usual role
Sure.
and in a marriage and so forth. And we had only been married for about 3 years. So anyway, the lawyer just said to me, this was in a state where there was fault. It had no fault.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you had to really sue the other partner
Wow. Yeah.
and prove, something.
Yes. Yes.
So anyway, he just said, do you want to save the marriage? That's all I need to know.
Yep.
And I said, yes. He came back to me later and said, It's not going to happen. And he said, we're in a fault state. She's suing you for divorce. And he said, the charges that she's making are absolutely ridiculous. So he said, if we go to court, she's going to lose. And you're going to end up still being married to somebody who doesn't want to be married to you.
Right.
So that really came across the first lesson in a relationship.
Yeah.
You can't force it. Legal things don't help at all.
Right.
If people don't want to be together,
Right.
it's not going to happen.
Right. Right.
So,
well, I think that's true of anything. If someone doesn't want to do anything,
yes.
forcing them to do it, it's never going to have the end result that you want it to.
Right.
You know, I mean, that can be applied to all kinds of things in life, but yeah, with relationships, it has to be a two-way street.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was, the therapy then became, it was one of the most painful things I'd ever
Sure.
gone through in my life.
I'm sure.
But I found that in the therapy, not only was it healing, but I became fascinated with the therapeutic process itself and how the therapist was working with me. So one part of me was feeling the healing, the other part of it was like a student. Yeah. Show me more.
Right.
So I went to group therapy from there. And I just thought, this is fantastic. And the experience made me question, what is it that makes a relationship work versus one that does not?
Right.
And I was fascinated by that. So I went up, I ended up going back to graduate school. They had a program for that.
Wow.
To be a counselor.
Yeah.
To work with people. So that's brought me back into that. When I came out of that program as a counselor, I wanted to work in mental health, thinking I'd be working with families and so forth.
Right.
And when I applied for positions, and the mental health agencies didn't want somebody with a master's in education in counseling. They wanted a social work degree.
Interesting.
So I thought, oh no, now what do I do?
Now what do I do? Right.
So I ended up getting a job in a school as a school counselor.
Okay. Yeah.
And I thought, oh, this is terrible. But I was getting married at that time. I knew I had to be in the area. It turned out to be, again, a lucky break. So
it's funny how we think we know what's best for us, but then sometimes when life takes us down a different path, it ends up being even better than we could have imagined.
Exactly. I'm so grateful now that's where it went.
Yeah.
Because I started to look at the problems that people had as educational problems rather than they're sick.
Yes, right?
And psychologically, and putting them in a DSM category, something like that.
Yeah.
So it was a real advantage to that. So while I was doing school counseling, a school board member came to me and said there's a new program starting in Rutland dealing with mediation. And I thought she was talking about meditation. I thought, I'm not going to sit there in the lotus position. I said, that does not
for you.
appeal to me. But she was persistent. And so I said, okay, I'll go for the training.
Yeah, all right.
And she was on the board of this other program. It was that did it.
Yeah.
I was exposed to mediation. It was a phenomenal program where they actually taught an adult and a teenager how to co-mediate together. And we worked with parents who were having difficulty with their teenage daughter or son.
Right. Oh, that's interesting.
So we would actually sit with both the teenager and the parent. The teenager could obviously connect with the other teenager, and I could connect with the parent.
Right.
And we would help mediate agreements that they would go by.
That's so fascinating.
So that took me into mediation.
Yeah.
And then another woman who was a teacher also was getting excited about this, and we decided to go and do a private practice. So we did. That was the evolving of family mediators. And from that we went to doing divorce mediation. So doing the mediation then for years, I could see a pattern of people coming in the midst of all these problems. And I'm realizing we're trying to work agreements with them in the worst of times. And they don't have the skills to do these things. But as a mediator, I was not allowed to teach them skills.
Right. You're the impartial person in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So one of the things I learned about myself is I like to be creative. And
Your
I thought,
family,
yeah,
right? Right? Family roots there.
Yeah. So I thought, what if I create sort of a hybrid form of what we're doing,
Yeah.
which is what I did. So I combined learning theory from teaching in a school, because I taught social skills there, mediation skills and communication, and psychology, and put them together to what I'm doing now, which
awesome.
is coaching.
Yeah.
So what I do now is when people call and they have a problem they want to do, my first question is, do you want to work on the skills that will help you? If they say, no, we just got to get an agreement, I say, I'll refer you to a mediator.
Right, right.
But if they say, oh, that's exactly what we're looking for,
Yeah.
then I will take them with it. And it's kind of a three-step process where at first I'm making them aware of their skills to deal with the things you're dealing with
Right,
in
right.
relationships. So I teach the skills first, and then I go into a coaching mode. So, as you're aware, you can learn something but not necessarily know how to use it in the situation.
That's true. Very true.
That led to the coaching,
Right.
which again helped me with the learning theory that I had. So it actually helped them learn to use the skill in the situation they wanted.
That's really
And that
great.
if they couldn't do it, or even at the end of that, if they couldn't negotiate something, then I could go and do a mediation role.
Right, right. So you have all these tools available
Yes.
to you
Exactly.
to help people really become more more autonomous and more self-sufficient and able to do the things for themselves that they want to accomplish in those relationships. And if all that fails, then you can offer another avenue to try to help them.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm sure it doesn't always work out.
Oh, no.
Sometimes,
But the nice part of it is, Olivia, is that even if it doesn't work out and they can't come up with some kind of agreement, or they decide they don't want to be together, those skills are transferable to any relationship.
Right. Right.
Which is appealing to them, because
Yes.
even if this doesn't change this,
Right.
you can use these with your children, you can use this at work.
Right.
And then I found that businesses were having the same problems.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So we started working in businesses
Yeah.
and helping with people the same thing, those same skills.
Yeah.
So that's, I keep evolving with all these opportunities that came, and it was evolving all
And
along.
they're just sort of unfolding for you. It's not
Yes.
like you're, sitting down and thinking, I think I'm going to do X, Y, or Z, right? It's just sort of happening, and you're open to what life has laid in front of you, so that you can see the possibilities.
Yeah, that was a quality I learned about myself with it, which to this day I just love the learning.
Yeah.
So I don't want to stop working.
Yeah.
I keep doing that.
Yeah. So let me ask you, and this, I'm putting you on the spot, I know. If you had to choose one skill that you think is the most important skill for people to have, what would that skill be?
Social skills, what we call emotional intelligence. We're always talking about AI these days.
Yes.
And this is EI, which I think is so important.
Why?
Without it, your competencies, your skills in whatever career area you're going into really don't pay off well. You have to be able to get along with people. So some of the statistics in business are showing that people are not fired or leaving work so much from incompetency in doing the job, but because they can't get along or they don't want to be in that environment.
Right, right. Emotional intelligence. I'm surprised you answered so quickly, and also not surprised, because you see a lot of things, and I'm sure that in many of the situations that you've come across in your life and career, being able to understand other people and relate to other people is a key skill.
It's so critical, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's how we form, social connections. It's how we exist as a society, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so interested in not only how people get along, but what creates the intimacy between people that, as our species, we have the capability of doing.
Yeah.
And this was part of the answer.
Yeah.
So going from counseling, which was going back into their past and so forth, to mediation, which was very much in the here and now, but focused on a particular problem, to the coaching, which is more universal. That's basically what I was evolving.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. I mean, I think it's really important work, because I think that we all need to be more in tune with each other and more sensitive to each other. I think we live in an increasingly more isolated world,
Right.
and more angry world, and I think that that's in part because people are not listening to one another and not understanding the other person's perspective
Right.
completely.
Yeah.
So it's important work. So thank you for what
Sure.
you do. So we're running low on time, because that's what happens. You know, a
Yes.
half hour goes really fast. So I want to ask you. You didn't grow up here, but you live here now in Rutland.
Yep.
What is it that you love about this area, about Rutland and this community?
I like the smallness of it. I do not like big cities. And being able to go to the store or someplace and greet people that
Yeah.
I know. And to have people even that I've worked with and run into them and just say, hi, you've helped me, and that type of thing. And I love the beauty of it. So sometimes when I'm coming from West Rutland, I'll take the highway just to come see those hills
Yes.
and to see Rutland down there.
Yes.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
Picturesque.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like when I ask this question, often people respond by saying it's the community. If you feel like, people really are your friends and neighbors. You know people, it's a comfortable place, and it is so beautiful. We're so fortunate to be here. Yeah, yeah. Do you ever go back to Ohio? Just curious.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't last long there.
I was going to say, what is that like?
It's not as pleasant. I look forward to coming back. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't miss Ohio at all.
Yeah, you've been officially Vermontified.
Right. I'm the Flatlander that became a Vermonter.
That's right. There's a lot of them around.
Yes,
There's a lot of
I'm
them
learning
around.
that, yes.
Yeah. So you mentioned music earlier, and that's still a part of your life. So what other creative outlets do you have? Just.
I like gardening.
Oh, okay.
And bicycling.
All right.
I
like gardening, flower gardening, or vegetable gardening?
Vegetable gardening.
Okay.
To be able to take something from a seed to nurturing it along and then being able to eat it afterward.
Yeah.
I just find that fascinating to do that as well.
It kind of parallels your work, actually,
Yes.
right? You're
Yes.
taking something that is a seed, right, or something that has undeveloped potential in people and their relationships, and you're watching it and nurturing it and helping it to grow into hopefully a beautiful plant that produces, fruit and veggies and whatever else.
Yeah.
And
The only difference is I don't eat my clients.
You don't eat your clients. That's good. That you might have some complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might have some complaints.
I enjoy being a grandparent. So that's
How many
fun.
grandkids?
7 now.
Wow.
But they're in different places.
Yep.
And another thing that I've sort of picked up from my son, I never thought I'd be in this at all, but he loves to crash cars.
Oh, like demolition derby.
He
kind
does
of thing?
demolition. He's known as Kid Crash.
Oh.
And it was something when he first started to get into this. My wife thought I was crazy. But I actually went to the Boughton school to learn with him how to set a car up and work with it to make him as safe as possible. So even to this day, he's doing it, and his wife does it as well.
That's great. That's great.
So it's a lot of fun to learn from our own children.
Yes, right? I mean, I think that's part of, I think, having a full life is learning from other people, whether it's your own family or community members, but being exposed to things that are new and different and realizing, oh wow, I like that too, or that's fun, or I understand why you like that,
Yeah, exactly.
and supporting each other. So that's great. Well, thank you so much, Tom, for being on the show today.
This has been fun.
Good. I'm glad. It's been fun for me too.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. And thanks to all of you for watching. I'll see you next time on Tea and Talk.